I used to say to people, someday I'd like to be poor.
9 times Donald Trump failed at business.
One step beyond your wildest dreams. The utterly fantastic Trump Taj Mahal Casino Resort.
We think it's going to be a tremendous success.
Trump financed the Taj with $675 million in junk bonds, despite telling the New Jersey Casino Control Commission he wouldn't.
Calculations are that the Taj Mahal needs to make over $1 million a day to cover expenses. Trump says, no problem.
The Taj started missing debt payments just 7 months after opening, and in 1991 filed for bankruptcy. Trump's other 2 Atlantic City casinos followed suit a year later. When Trump left town, vendors were left high and dry, and some say he still owes them. April 2006, mere months before the housing market crash.
I think it's a great time to start a mortgage company.
It wasn't. Trump Mortgage was closed a year later, having made only 1/3 of the $3 billion in revenue executives predicted.
At Trump University, we teach success. That's what it's all about, success. It's going to happen to you.
Trump University wasn't what it said it was, and didn't offer what it said it did.
The lawsuits all basically say the same thing, that almost everything about Trump University was a lie, starting with the name. It wasn't a university. Trump University took in an estimated $40 million from people who believed they too could someday become successful.
So you're a former Trump University student. Do you believe that it was a fraud, as the Attorney General has said?
Absolutely.
Trump University was outlived by the lawsuits and had to pay out $25 million in the eventual settlement.
It's going to happen to you.
In 1988, Trump borrowed $390 million to purchase the iconic Plaza Hotel in New York City. He promptly tossed in another $50 million on renovations and hired his wife Ivana as hotel president.
I'm having a good time. I always have a great time at the Plaza.
The hotel's profits weren't nearly enough to pay off its debts. In November 1992, the Plaza became Trump's 4th bankruptcy of the decade. In 1995, Trump's creditors sold the hotel for $325 million, or $65 million less than what Trump paid 7 years earlier.
If I put the name Trump on it, it's going to be the best. When it comes to great steaks, I've just raised the stakes. Today, through the Sharper Image, you can enjoy the world's greatest steaks in your own home.
Sharper Image CEO Jerry Levin said of the enterprise, quote, "We literally sold almost no steaks."
They said there's a great need for something very high level, very high style.
While Trump Vodka ceased sales in the U.S., a company in Israel now sells vodka under the name.
While some of us think about buying a bike, Donald Trump has bought a bike race.
The race lived on as Tour DuPont, after Trump's financial woes forced him to end his sponsorship.
Trump has a new game.
My new game is Trump, the game.
Despite 1989 sales being less than half of their projections, Trump tried his game again in 2004.
Donald Trump bought the Eastern Shuttle for a price tag of $365 million.
The airline lost over $125 million in 18 months, and Trump called it quits in 1992.
I built a phenomenal business. I'm a businessman, did really well, really well.
In business and in politics, Trump got lucky in the inheritance department. And in both, he squandered it.
And I'm not sure that anybody else in the group will be able to do that.